Hello Scorpio, welcome to my channel. Victoria here at Radiant Moon Tarot, and this is your February 2022 love reading. This is for anyone currently in a romantic relationship, or if it comes up, a temporary separation from your person. If you are single and looking for new love, I will be posting separate readings just for you guys. So let's see what we've got coming out for you guys. Remember, these are general readings, so not everything will resonate. Take what does, leave the rest behind. If you do, by the way, enjoy this reading, please don't forget to hit that like button there and also subscribe to my channel. All right, so let's have a look and see what we're coming out with here. Ooh, this is nice. Okay, so we've got the yang energy coming out. This is nice. This is bringing in the passion, okay, into your relationship. Have you been feeling as though you're kind of meh, you know, kind of a little bit down in a rut, maybe down in the dumps a little bit? Are you feeling really connected with your person? The yang energy brings fire into your situation, okay? This wonderful masculine energy here of getting things done. It brings in attraction energy, okay? All of these things. So no matter what stage of your relationship you're at, this does bring in this wonderful energy to get things done, maybe to get outside, maybe to start new things, try new things with your person, okay? This can also bring in, you know, a little bit of, just fresh energy, breathing life back into your situation. And we do, of course, have Valentine's Day coming up here in the middle of February as well, which, you know, some people love it, some people don't, okay? And, so maybe there's something new and exciting. The yang energy is that masculine energy of getting things done, of going for it, of, taking action, taking charge. So this is really a really super positive energy coming in here for you. And this may also be an invitation for some of you to take the lead on something instead of taking the back seat. Okay, are you the type of person that sits around and waits for someone else to make a bold move, or are you gonna step up to the plate? The yang energy may just give you that energetic boost that you're looking for. And it's interesting because we do have the community card coming out at the same time. Now this brings in a sense of belonging, a sense of togetherness with you, your person, with the environment that's around you, your friendships circles, your family circles, all of those things. It's really a wonderful card. However, it also brings in the realization of the difference and the opportunities to really look at sometimes you need to take the lead and sometimes you need to take the back seat, and this brings in your ability to really recognize the difference between the two. And of course the yang energy is about taking the lead, okay? So the community card could certainly be saying the same thing, that you can take the first step with something, that you can make the first move, so to speak, okay? And things just happen for yourself, right? When you do that, is there a conversation that you want to have? Is there an idea that you have for you and your person? Is there invitations or social events that you want to attend, right? This is really your time to shine here, and for you to take that first step, for you to take the lead in your relationship, even, have those important conversations with your person. Okay, the community card also brings out the energy of discovery between you and your person. Okay, this is a time for maybe you're learning new things about each other. Even if you've been with your person for a long time, there's still things to learn. It's like, I've known people that have been together for many years, and they all of a sudden they're like, I didn't know you like to do that, and so sometimes things just kind of come out of the woodwork a little bit. So this is you and your person really learning about each other. Even if you've been with them for a while, maybe they just might surprise you, or maybe you might surprise them, especially with that yang energy. Is there something that you've always wanted to do and maybe you've never said it, or you've never done it, or you thought, nah, I don't know, maybe now's not the time. Maybe you're gonna try something new with your person. So anyway, so the community card is really one of really that sense of belonging, that sense of discovery, but also that reciprocal, back and forth, that yin and that yang, okay? And sometimes you are the one taking the lead, and sometimes you're letting someone else take the lead. And it looks here with the yang energy that you, my friends, are large and in charge. So we've got the 9 of Swords in the reverse, right in the heart of your reading here. Crossing you, we've got the Fool. Look at this, okay? Releasing yourself from worries and restrictions restrictions and trying something new, a sense of adventure, getting something going. Is there something that, is really exciting? Are you feeling a little spontaneous? The yang energy certainly brings in some spontaneity, and the Fool card can be as well. So with the Nine of Swords in reverse, perhaps something that you didn't think about before, or perhaps something that maybe you were afraid to do or afraid to say, but we'll go into that a little bit deeper. We've got the Seven of Cups is in your subconscious, your underlying feelings there, your recent past. We've got the Temperance card, so that's nice. Crowning you, goals, thoughts, possibilities, the Three of Wands, looking out into the future, maybe looking to start something new, to go somewhere, that sense of adventure, that expansion energy that's coming in there. We've got the Hanged Woman in your near future. Your current attitude, and also it's an advice card here. We've got Judgment, external influences, the Queen of Swords, hopes and fears, the Two of Cups. That's lovely. And your overall outcome, we've got the Two of Swords, and I'm going to get another one with that. We've got the Five of Pentacles, the King of Swords coming out there, and I'm going to get one more, and the Queen of Pentacles there as well. All right, the underlying energy at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ten of Swords coming in here. So the Ten of Swords is a finality of something, finding closure, making a final decision, all these things. Sometimes it can be a difficult or painful decision, okay? Sometimes it's really just about letting something go or trying something a little bit different, okay? The tens are all about those final completion of something, and you're about to transition into something new. Now, I do have to say, we do have, we do have the Fool card here. We've got the Temperance card bringing in some balance and healing. We've got possibly some, options or confusions. We do have the Judgment card coming in here too. And we do have the Two of Swords and the Five of Pentacles also. So I do have to say that I think for some of you, you are, you've maybe hit a little bit of a rocky patch, okay, or you've been going through one, and I think you're at a crucial moment here in your relationship where you're thinking, do I stay, do I go, can we repair this, can we move forward, okay, or what does that look like for me? Okay, I think some of you may actually already be in a separation with your person, but there may be hope there, okay, for that reconciliation. Okay, and certainly some healing maybe as well. Okay, obviously reconciliation and healing kind of go hand in hand a little bit, but I think some of you are just gonna really really move forward and progress with your person, okay? But I think some of you may actually make that final decision to let somebody go. So we've got a little bit of a complicated energy coming in here, okay? No denying that, all right? But, so certainly kind of three different, very distinct scenarios that are coming out here. So, sometimes, the cards are what the cards are, and Spirit wants to say what Spirit wants to say. But I feel as though if you've been feeling stuck, I think you're going to start to move forward. You might take your time, okay, but you're going to start to move forward. The Nine of Swords in reverse, usually the Nine of Swords in the upright is one of self-imposed restriction, overanalyzing something, hashing something out in your head, maybe even building something up to epic proportions, okay, and things that, sometimes when we do that, we overthink something, or we think the worst about something. Sometimes when things really do transpire, it's not as bad as we originally thought. So the Nine of Swords in reverse is a release. Okay, it's really one about, looking at your problems in the light of day, or simplifying your situation in some way. It's also can be a little bit of throwing caution to the wind, especially when we have the Fool card coming out here as well. Okay, so it's like this energy of, I'm not going to overthink or overanalyze it. I'm just going to go for it. Okay. And that's what that yang energy brings in. Okay. So some of you are just really, stepping into the next phase of your relationship, and it's exciting and it's wonderful. And, it's like maybe a little bit of, two steps forward and one step back. Sometimes we have to take our time. Sometimes we have to, open up to someone else's point of view. Okay. But this Nine of Swords in reverse is really, no matter what your situation is, it's a release. Okay, so it does bring in a little bit more of a peace of mind, something that may have been keeping you up at night previously, perhaps now, just because you've made a decision or you're in the process of making a decision here, that puts your mind at ease. You may be looking for some advice, especially with the Queen of Swords being in your external environment. Okay, but you may also be just getting some clarity, or maybe you're just, again, letting things go and just doing something a little bit different, a little bit more exciting. The Fool card is crossing you, okay? So I do have to say the Fool card in the challenge position can be someone being childish. Okay, it can certainly be somebody who is not stepping up to the plate, somebody who is a little bit naive, okay, maybe a little bit spontaneous, but not in a good way, okay, impulsive, okay, a little bit impulsive, maybe someone who is, you know, again, being a little bit childish. The Fool is like innocence, right? And, you know, sometimes we do get in those relationships where maybe you're ready for something a little bit more committal, and maybe your person isn't, okay, or maybe they're just, you know, they don't necessarily have your same perspective about what a long-term commitment and a long-term relationship means. Okay. So you could certainly be making some decisions in regards to that. Okay. But I also feel the Fool here crossing you. I think some of you are in a newer relationship, right? You're all in different phases here. And I think the Fool crossing you here shows that, you know, maybe you're just enjoying yourself right at the moment. Okay. But maybe you're starting to look into the future and see, where are we going with this? Where's this leading? Where is this headed? Because it's kind of cool right now. And you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to overanalyze it. I'm just going to kind of go with the flow. Okay. And just see where the wind blows you. Okay. But you're keeping an open heart, you're keeping an open mind. Okay. And you're being very patient. So I feel as though you're not putting pressure on yourself or your person to move forward with this relationship. I think you're just really enjoying the moment in February, at least. Okay. You're enjoying the moment, enjoying the ride, maybe trying new things, going on new adventures. Okay. And it's this period of this community energy. It's this period of discovery with you and your person. I also think with the Fool card crossing you here, I think for some of you, if you've been feeling a little bit stagnant or maybe disconnected from your person in some way, sometimes there's a lot of things going on. And I think with the Fool card there, I think you're trying to find new ways of infusing new life into your relationship, trying new things, going on new adventures. Maybe you're even planning a trip. The Three of Wands with the Fool can certainly be planning a trip somewhere. Okay. And, you know, how do I breathe more excitement into my relationship? Okay. And, you know, if you've been feeling like you're stuck in a rut, maybe it's time for you to seize the moment and to jump in there with both feet. Okay. And to take the lead. Okay, sometimes when we, you know, maybe even get out of your comfort zone. The Fool can certainly be about getting out of your comfort zone, because if it's crossing you here, you're definitely very much embedded in your comfort zone, and nothing fun happens there. Okay, no growth happens in your comfort zone, and we are meant to expand and grow and evolve over time. Okay, so you may certainly have the opportunity there, or you can create your own opportunity, haha. Okay, to do something a little bit more interesting. Beneath you, we do have the Seven of Cups. Now, the Seven of Cups can certainly bring in an energy where you've got a lot of options. Okay, this is your subconscious feelings. Okay, so maybe you're feeling as though, you know, maybe you're feeling as though you do have options. Okay. And, especially if you're on this period of discovery with your person, or maybe if you're just trying to do something a little bit different. Okay. You're exploring your options. You're thinking, where's this going to go? What should I need to do? Okay. And, but the Seven of Cups is not just really about options or trying to make decisions, right? Because it can certainly be one of making decisions, but maybe you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed, because the Seven of Cups, it's like, oh my God, okay, there's so many things that I need to consider here that it's just, I don't know, I'm just feeling a little anxious. I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. Okay, but I think once you actually take the first step, whether this is making a decision or having a conversation, I think you're going to feel a lot better, okay, once you release that. But the Seven of Cups can bring in some fantasy energy. It can also bring in that, that confusion as well. Sometimes we just are feeling a little bit confused, okay? But whenever we have the Seven of Cups, that shows out It can also represent actually overindulgence in something also. Okay, so sometimes you can have too much of a good thing. Okay, it's like, okay, this has been a great ride so far, but now what? All right. And, sometimes, especially if you've just been having a fun, enjoyable kind of relationship thus far, you might be starting to think, about the future. Okay. And sometimes that's quite the turning point in a relationship, right? And it's a little bit scary because sometimes the Seven of Cups, we don't make a decision because we're afraid of what the outcome may be, or there's that uncertainty there. Okay. So, really, whenever we get that Seven of Cups, the main message is always, always, always follow your heart and listen to your intuition, right? And it sounds like a little bit of a cliche, but, what are your feelings telling you? Okay, are you like, if you were to sit in a quiet room for 5 minutes and if you were to just close your eyes, take some deep breaths, what do you see? What do you envision with your person? Do you envision, yourself taking on a parental role because they are the Fool energy and they're not growing up, they're a little bit immature? Okay, how does that feel for you, right? Do you see yourself, having fun with your person, connecting with your person, walking hand in hand? Do you see you and your person doing new things and really reconnecting? Okay. Or do you see yourself as an independent kind of energy? Right? What do you see? What do you feel? Right? That will certainly help you. Your emotions will help guide you. Your heart, actually, not so much your emotions, but your heart, okay, will really show you the way, your intuition, your vision of the future. And, when you get in that energy, it's not over analyzing anything because you're really just like creating those visions, daydreaming a little bit. What does your daydreaming tell you? Okay. And you'll be able to find your way forward. Now, we do have the Temperance card here in your recent past. Okay. Now, time is fluid. Okay. Very fluid, actually. And the Temperance card, Judgment, and the Hanged Woman are the only three major arcana that are coming out for you. Actually, we've got the Fool as well. Okay, and so time really is fluid. So the recent past can be today, yesterday, it can be a couple of months ago, it can still be occurring now. And the Temperance card brings in some balance, brings in some healing, and also maybe even brings in some spiritual guidance as well. The Temperance card really is one of patience. It can be reconnection, or it can be two people brought together by spirit. Okay. Temperance card is quite often, for me, one of my guardian angel cards, past loved ones, your spirits, your guides. Okay. So you could have been seeking out some spiritual guidance. Maybe you and your person have gone to like marriage counseling or couples counseling or something like that. Okay. Or you just feel as though you've got a spiritual connection with your person. If you're going through a rough patch, okay, you've been very patient with your person, or maybe you've just been taking your time, to get to know each other. Okay, and on multiple levels, multiple planes. But that Temperance card brings in that quiet energy and that healing energy as well. So, it could just be that you've been, just trucking along, through December, through January, things have been okay. And, that Temperance card, maybe you're on the same page as your person, but now you need to do something a little bit fun. Okay, a little bit fresher and newer. Okay, and, maybe you're even thinking, something like Valentine's Day. We don't all like Valentine's Day. Some people love it, some people hate it. Okay, but maybe you want to do something a little bit different for Valentine's Day this year. Maybe flowers and chocolates and overinflated prices and things like that don't really float your boat. What else do you want to do that's fun? Something that you and your person can really enjoy. You can spend the time together, and maybe you can rekindle a little bit of passion. Okay, and relight that spark that you've got with them, right? And sometimes when we do something a little bit fun, or we have a quick getaway or something, we can really do that, right? It's like, get rid of the rest of the world around you and just focus on you and your person. But maybe you need to take the lead in that. Okay, and sometimes we just sit around and we wait for someone else to do something fabulous for us, and the thing is, you are in charge right about here, okay? No matter what your situation is. Crowning you, we've got the Three of Wands, and this is an energy of expansion. So this is your conscious thoughts, okay? You're keeping an open mind. You're looking out into the future. Maybe you're even doing a little bit of daydreaming. You kind of have an idea of what you want. The two wands that are planted in the ground is really about having a plan or feeling as though you've, got both feet on the ground, okay? And, but if you look at this person, she's actually on a cliff. And actually the Fool card here is really about taking that leap forward, and is usually traditionally shown with someone standing by a cliff, as is the Three of Wands here. But this shows your future is wide open, okay? An open mind, an open heart, an expansive mindset. And, she's got that one wand that's in her hand. She's waiting for the right opportunity. And as soon as that right opportunity comes along, she's going to make a move. It's that yang energy that's coming in there, that fiery energy, okay? So it's really your time to make a bold move, okay? Or to take some sort of action or do something a little bit different, okay? But the Three of Wands is, really kind of that vision energy as well, kind of like the Seven of Cups, okay? Where do you see yourself going, right? You're looking out onto the horizon and you're thinking, what's new, what's different, where are we headed, what are we doing, right? And you're waiting for that answer. Maybe you're waiting for that spark, or maybe you're even just waiting for that right moment or that right opportunity to do something. You're being very patient. The Three of Wands is not necessarily one of, impulsive action or anything like that. It's a little bit of a waiting game sometimes, okay? And sometimes though, the Three of Wands, sometimes something that you've been waiting for, okay, may not always come to you. Sometimes you have to go and get it, okay? Right back to that yang energy. Go and get it. What do you want? Ask for it. Do it. Take that action, okay? Whatever your situation happens to be, okay, it's really all about you. Okay, all about you. You're very much in control. All right, your near future here, we've got the Hanged Woman. Now, this is an interesting energy. It's Hangman energy in this deck. It's a Hanged Woman. Okay, but whenever we have the Hanged Man, this does bring in a slower energy, okay, but only temporary, okay, because really when we've got the Hanged Man, it's to our benefit. Not a lot of people love this energy because it's like, well, I'm not doing anything, I'm not moving forward, I'm not taking action. No, you're not, but internally you are, okay? Internally, mentally, spiritually, you are, because what we're doing here with the Hanged Woman is looking at things from a different perspective, keeping that open mindset, okay, and really looking at things from someone else's point of view, having those important conversations perhaps, okay? It's not really one of conversation, but if you are having a conversation, it is that energy of listening, of seeing someone else's side of the story, listening to what they want, right? So it's really that open mind, okay, that you've got there, okay? Keeping a different perspective, right? When we, if you ever remember back when you were a kid, you're on the couch, right? And you're sitting on the couch watching TV, and then all of a sudden, you decide, oh, I'm just going to look at it upside down. And when you look at the world upside down, things look a little bit different. And that's what that Hanged Woman energy brings in, the ability there and the opportunity to look at something from a different angle, a different perspective. So what you're really doing is looking at things from all perspectives, right? And and when we do that, we get enlightenment, okay? We get the spark, we get those epiphany moments, okay? We find the answers sometimes, right? We sometimes get those aha moments there, okay? But the Hanged Woman can also just be about surrender. It is a patient energy. It is a calm, quiet kind of energy, but there's a lot of things going on inside. Okay. But sometimes we need to just go with the flow. We need to surrender to, to certain aspects, right? And remember, the community card that we've got up here is that period of discovery. Okay, so you could certainly be discovering things about yourself, about your person, about how you react in certain situations, or what you're wanting for the future. And, this is, kind of that open mind, right? And, sometimes you need to accept, Okay, surrender, accept, sacrifice even. Okay, sometimes you just need to accept things for as they are. Okay, because there's, if there's some certain aspects about your person that bug you a little bit, okay, or annoy you in any way, chances are there's things about you that annoy them as well, right? So that Hanged Woman is where we kind of, look at things from, oh yeah, okay, yeah, I can see your point of view. Okay, and that's where we get some answers. Okay, but I think for others of you, it's just a quiet kind of energy that's here. I think you've got some things being planned here. Okay, and I think you've got a little bit of introspection going on here as well. You're trying to make some sort of decisions. All right. And that Hanged Woman, I think you're just you're just taking your time. Okay, whatever your situation is, you're just taking your time. All right, now we do have the Judgment card here. So the Judgment card is where truths come to light. Now this is you, your current attitude, but also an advice card. So as far as an advice card, the Judgment card is about seeing the truth, bringing things to light, okay, reflecting on where you've been, how far you've come, all right, and then making a decision. Are you going to embrace your situation, embrace your person, release any kind of anything that doesn't really matter, okay, so that you can clearly see your future and you're going to move forward with your person and go into the next phase? When we have the Judgment card, also this brings in the possibility for reconciliation and second chances. Okay, so if there's been something that's kind of been bugging you, okay, about your person, okay, or something that you need to make some decisions on, maybe you need to, that Hanged Woman energy, perhaps you're going to like couples counseling or something, okay, maybe you need a little bit of help, okay, seeing each other's point of view, sometimes we do, okay, and that Judgment card, what are you gonna do? Okay, you're making those decisions, right? It's like everything's out in the open, okay, and now it's decision time, right? Do you move forward with your person? Do you reconcile, right? Is there things that you can let go, things that you can accept, right? There's nothing hidden anymore with the Judgment card, okay? And, sometimes we can do that. We can make that conscious, energetic, spiritual decision, if you will, to let bygones be bygones and to move forward. But we can also have forgiveness that comes in here as well, maybe even giving someone a second chance. Okay, so really that decision is up to you. But when we do have the Judgment card, maybe you're looking for the truth. Okay, maybe you're trying to find out the truth about something. The Nine of Swords in reverse, instead of being worried about it, you're going to figure things out. You're going to take some action. You're going to have those conversations. Okay, you're going to really see things in the light of day, right? The Nine of Swords is in the darkness, and the Judgment card is everything coming to light. Okay, so I think whatever it is that you want, okay, going forward, move forward with your person, have some fun, okay, do something a little bit different, go into the next day. We're always evolving. Even if we've been with our person 20 years, we're always evolving. There's always something going on, okay. Are you going to step into the next phase with your relationship, right? Especially those of you who are transitioning from something that's kind of fun and playful and whatever, and now you're looking to the future, right? Are you taking your person with you to the future, or are you releasing? Because the Judgment card can certainly be where you are releasing something as well. Okay, so listen to your heart and your soul with that Judgment card, right? Your heart is telling you something with that Seven of Cups. Okay, your energy itself, your conscious mind is telling you something, right? You're keeping that open mind. You're looking at things from different perspectives. Maybe you're even asking someone for some advice. Okay, but the decision is really all yours. There's spiritual guidance and enlightenment here as well for you, should you choose, with that Judgment card. Okay, so I'm really feeling here that you are very much in the driver's seat, no matter what your situation is. Okay, and I think that whatever decision that you make, if you're at the point where you're making a decision, not all of you are, some of you are just like, we're just going to do something fun, something different, we're enjoying the moment, enjoying the ride, nothing's really wrong, okay, and you're having a good day. But with the Judgment card here, maybe there is something that comes to light, okay, especially with that Hanged Man there. So maybe you and your person are just hashing out some ideas. Okay, and nothing too scary. All right, but but that Judgment card, that's where you really are looking to make some sort of decision. Okay, so for some of you it's just a peaceful time, maybe even a spiritual connection with your person with that Judgment card. Okay, so I think the decision is all yours. Again, the Yang energy, you are in the driver's seat, but you might ask for some advice. The Queen of Swords comes in here as an external influence for you. So for one, this is the energy that is surrounding you, that is influencing you. And the Queen of Swords as an energy really does speak to your intuition, okay? And your inner wisdom as well. Okay, listen to yourself, your feelings, your intuition. What is bugging you? What is guiding you? What is that niggling little voice inside you? Okay, this is where you get some clarity with the Queen of Swords. But you also, in some cases here, the Queen of Swords brings in an energy of honesty and truths revealed sometimes, but also doing things a little bit different. Okay, taking a little bit more of a logical approach to something perhaps, or doing some research as well. The Queen of Swords is highly intellectual and very good energy at doing some research, thinking outside the box, being a little bit innovative. So again, just kind of like that Fool there. Those of you who have, maybe you want to do something a little bit different, you are the master of research here with that Queen of Swords. Okay, so you're going to dig out the answers, right? Pull those little strings until you find the answer that you are looking for, or find the solution that you're looking for there. Okay, so whatever that is, truths revealed, speaking your truths, being honest, being open. Okay, and really your intuition is very much on point. You might need to be a little bit innovative as well, to find your way forward, or to make the right decisions. Now, the Queen of Swords can also bring in an energy of putting up boundaries. Okay, and with the Judgment card here, okay, there's a lot of truths coming to light within you, internally, externally, a lot of solutions that are being found. Okay, and I think with that Queen of Swords, for some of you, you may actually really need to put up some sort of boundaries, okay, or to I don't want to say lay down the law, because that doesn't sound quite right. But well, maybe, okay, maybe, like, especially if you're considering reconciling with a person, or you're kind of like at that turning point in your relationship. Okay, you do need to get things out in the open. You do need to speak your mind. You do need to say what you want, what you're willing to accept, or what you're willing not to, or what you're not willing to accept. Okay, boundaries, healthy boundaries. They're hard to put in place sometimes, but they're necessary. Everyone needs some boundaries, right? Boundaries are healthy. Okay, so you might be putting up those. But the Queen of Swords can also represent advice. Okay, somebody that you know. And, if you think of, we all have that friend, okay? I am often that friend to people, right? Where, someone will ask you a question and you get the truth. That's all you get. You get the truth. It's like, don't ask me if you don't want to hear the answer. Okay, so you may have that kind of friend or that kind of person in your life. This could even represent a third party, like a couples counseling or something. Someone who helps you see the truth of a situation, or someone who can help you make a decision. They may not necessarily give you the answer, but they'll certainly give you their point of view, their opinion, or their 2 cents. Okay, and they'll be nothing but honest. Okay, they're not mean. The Queen of Swords in the upright is not mean. I wouldn't want to piss off the Queen of Swords person, though. Okay, so this could certainly be that person in your life who can have some sort of dynamic influence on your relationship in some way, or on your way of thinking, or help you get over a rough patch or something, right? So this is that kind of person where if you ask them a question, just the facts, you get that truth, right? Do I do I look good in this shirt? No, not really. I think pink is more your color. That's the Queen of Swords kind of person. Okay, they're not saying anything to be mean, they're just giving you the truth. Okay, they're not sugarcoating or fluffing up anything. So and that can certainly be very beneficial sometimes. Okay, they're probably the type of person that would also get annoyed a little bit. It's like, if you're not gonna ask, if you don't want my advice, why did you ask for it, right? So so sometimes that can be that kind of person as well. But this can be, again, a third party, couples counselor, marriage counselor, but it could also be a family member, a friend, or someone around you that has been there, done that. The Queen of Swords is usually somebody who has been through their fair share of relationships, They are very warm, very, very friendly, okay, but also just a little bit guarded. Welcoming but guarded, a little bit contradictory. Okay, so you could certainly be having some really good advice that comes in there. Okay, maybe even some fresh ideas that come in there from this person as well. So whatever is going on, okay, I think you have the ability there to make the right choice, the right decision for you, whether it's that internal energy within you, okay, or whether you're asking someone for some help. The Two of Cups comes in here, as well as your hopes and fears. Okay, so I think some of you with your fear is that, okay, well, if I let this go, will I find love again? Okay, the Two of Cups is true love, is two people coming together, on the same level, the same plane, okay, and wanting similar things, not always 100%, not always 100% the same, okay, but really bringing in this deep connection, this love, this balance and harmony. And I think for some of you, I think if you're, you know, at that turning point, that decision time, that judgment card in your relationship, okay, do I welcome someone back? Is it going to be what I want it to be with the Two of Cups here? Okay, this person may or may not be my soulmate. Okay, we have a lot of soulmates, okay, but I think this person is my soulmate, but I just don't know if this is meant to go the distance, and our soulmates aren't always meant to go the distance, okay, so that could certainly be a fear. Or if I let this go, will I find love again? Right? Or do I just accept my fool here for what this person is? Okay, so decision time, right? But I feel for the most part that you guys are hopeful that, that you can repair. We do have the Temperance card here, right? We've got the Hanged Woman. We've got a lot of thinking energy. We've got this fresh start energy there with that Fool card, the Judgment card, helping you see the truth, work through some things. So I think most of you overall are very hopeful than anything else with that Two of Cups, but of course there are some fears there as well. Okay, so sometimes on our quest for long-term true love, sometimes we gotta kiss a few frogs along our journey, and sometimes we need to experience certain things to have a greater appreciation of what we're looking for later on down the road, because I cannot ignore the fact that some of you may actually be letting something go. Okay, just saying. Because your overall outcome here is where I pulled the extra cards. I don't ever like to leave a reading on, oh, you have a decision to make. Great, good luck. See you later. Okay, so the Two of Swords really does mean important decisions to be made. Okay, it can also be one of very much trusting your intuition. Okay, not listening necessarily to what anyone else has to say. Sometimes we are open to what someone else has to say. Sometimes we need to be, and sometimes we don't. Okay, so but this is really trusting yourself to make that important decision. Okay, whatever that looks like for you, right? For some, it's just, oh, where do we go on vacation, right? Some of you are planning a vacation. For some of you, it's a lot deeper than that, right? Do I have this person back? Do we reconcile? Okay, are we going to enter into a higher level of commitment? Am I going to let someone go? What am I going to do? A little bit overwhelming. Okay, but your intuition will certainly help you and guide your way, okay, to make that right decision for yourself. We do have the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Five of Pentacles here can absolutely be an energy of loss, of letting something go. So I think for a few of you, a small handful, I think your final decision may actually be to let something go. And I think when you do, I think you open the door to find your counterpart. We do have a King of Swords coming in here. We also have a Queen of Pentacles. So I think if that is you that needs to make that decision, perhaps the person that you're with, it's fun and exciting and all that, but it may have just run its course. Sometimes that happens, right? And you're taking time to make the right decision. And the Five of Pentacles, I think you're seeing that there may be something better out there for you. Perhaps your priorities have changed, right? And sometimes as we grow and evolve as people, especially if you're growing spiritually, with the Judgment card, the Temperance card coming in here, even the Hanged Woman, right? That those spiritual epiphanies, that little growth there too. Okay, sometimes we outgrow our situation and our people, and there's different people out there. The Five of Pentacles, yes, it can be one of loss, of letting something go, but it's also one where there's alternate options available as well. It's like, okay, if I let this go, you know what? I know there's something better out there for me, something that's a little bit more in alignment with who I am. But it's an important decision to make with that Two of Swords. Okay, for others of you, I think you're just going to try something a little bit different. Five of Pentacles, it's like, okay, I'm not entirely, wonderful. It's not, exciting or whatever where I am right now. Okay, but there's a different way. Okay, and the Five of Pentacles is where we sometimes ask for help or guidance. Okay, or we take a different approach at something. Okay, because that Five of Pentacles doesn't have to be a total loss about anything. It is that energy there where we need to shift our perspective. Okay, and make a different choice, make a different decision, do something a little bit differently, flip the script a little bit as well, especially if you're the type of person that typically takes that backseat role and let someone else make the first move. Perhaps your alternate approach with that Five of Pentacles is you take the lead. Okay, and you move forward. Okay, but that Five of Pentacles shows that there's where there is lack, there is opportunity. Okay, if we do something differently. The King of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles both show up here. So again, I think that if some of you make that final decision excuse me, to let something go, I think you open the door to something that is more in alignment with who you are, and something that has the potential here to go the distance. Okay, of course, energetically, it's probably not here at the moment. Okay, but this is certainly that possibility. So that's that alternate options there. Okay, that King of Swords, someone who is honest, who is open, who is mature. Okay, and who speaks their mind, someone who really knows how to communicate. Okay, and then the Queen of Pentacles with that as well. So someone who is in balance with their masculine and feminine, someone who is, again, that really great communicator, and also someone that does not shy away from commitment and long-term commitment at that. Okay, someone who knows what they want, and someone who really nurtures their goals and their dreams and would certainly nurture you. Okay, so I think that's one of those possibilities that you're thinking of. And I think that if you do decide to let something go, this is what you are attracting into your life. Okay, something right around the corner. All right, but for others of you, I think that you're making a decision to maybe do something a little bit differently. This King of Swords here can certainly be you and your person getting on the same page, right? Remember, your external energy here is that Queen of Swords. It's not necessarily another person. And with that King of Swords there, I think both of you are getting on the same page. Okay, you've worked through some issues here, and then this Queen of Pentacles brings in this sense of safety and security, long-term commitment, nurturing your relationship. Okay, the Queen of Pentacles brings in abundance into your life, a lot of love, a lot of caring. Okay, and of course a lot of commitment, and you and your person being in balance, being in harmony, being in alignment. Okay, really quite a lovely energy. Perhaps even making a decision to not just move forward with your relationship, but maybe to move in together. Okay, or to enter into a higher level of commitment, or if you've been feeling as though you have wanted an important conversation, or how should we say, maybe even a proposal or something like that from a person. The Five of Pentacles, it's like, oh, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it, and then boom, someone steps right up to the plate. Okay, you could certainly have that happening, or this could be, of course, you stepping up to the plate also. Okay, but it's a really wonderful energy. The Queen of Pentacles, you may even be making a decision with your person, again, to purchase something. Okay, maybe you purchase a home together. Okay, maybe you're considering moving. You don't like where you are at the moment, where maybe you're gonna move. Okay, but whatever your situation happens to be, okay, yes, there is this potential loss for some of you, but I think it's a situation where one door closes so that another one can open, something that is a little bit better for you. But I think that the rest of you, you're just making that decision to maybe welcome someone back, Five of Pentacles, but on different terms. Okay, and others of you, you are just figuring things out. You're like, yep, but let's just throw caution to the wind. Let's just do something a little bit different. And this just kind of puts you and your person into this driver's seat, right? And it's like, yes, okay, let's go. Let's do something different. Let's talk it out. Let's hash it out. Let's make those decisions, and let's do something a little bit interesting, perhaps even, you know, perhaps even go traveling or something, or, you know, but you're certainly back on the same page with your person, and it's really quite lovely energy. Okay, so, but certainly making decisions, okay, being patient and being open and all of this is really an important part of your month ahead. Okay, so, you know, again, it's a little bit of a complicated energy there that came out, because there's just multiple layers to that. Okay, and it just really speaks to the diversity of the people that are tuning into this reading. So anyways, but I think whatever your decision, it's going to be the right decision for you. Okay, and it brings you in a peace of mind. And, you know, again, if you are contemplating the future, maybe you don't see your person coming with you in your future, it's like, I don't know if they're going to mature or grow up. Okay, for some of you, they do have that potential to do so, but I think for a handful of you, maybe not so much, as fun as this particular connection is. And I think that you are, if you close the one door, I think there's another one about to open fairly soon after that. Okay, but remember to take your time to heal first, though. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there for you guys, and let's close out your reading here with a couple of Lovers Oracle cards. There's your first one. I'll get that one that's sideways, and one more, please, for people watching. One more message for people watching. Thank you. And there's your first card. And we have time. You are trying too hard, give it time. And there is all of that slower energy that's coming in, okay? We can't always rush things. Sometimes we need to be patient. We need to be open. We need to take the time to make the right choices. So that's reiterating that. There's your next card. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. I'm going to put that right by that Seven of Cups. And there's your final card. And we have Sacred Union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. And again, some of you here do have that deeper spiritual bond. Okay, we've got that soulmate energy with the Two of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Temperance card. And even we can throw the Hanged Woman in there. I think some of you are just have this deeper spiritual connection with your person. Queen of Swords, King of Swords, right? Yes. Okay. So a really wonderful, wonderful connection that you and your person have. And I think you're just going to breathe fresh energy and fresh life into your relationship. Sometimes we just need to do that. All right. I'm going to leave that there for you. I hope there was something here that resonated with you in some way. If there was, please don't forget to hit like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you guys have a fantastic February. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.